Hi, welcome to the BMRS Echo. Just me, Dave, at the moment. This is the first in a series of blogs about Thailand. So obviously the very first one should be getting there, I suppose, shouldn't it? So, excuse the reflection on the specs, the new glasses, and I forgot to order the non-reflective ones. Okay, so go in there. If you're on a package deal, you can ignore the first part of it, but okay, so let's just pretend that you want to go for a month and you want the cheapest way out. Having looked through a lot of the different sites recently, the best one I found is called My Cheap Flight Tickets. Now, when you get onto it, it'll give you a series of different prices, obviously in different airlines. But go and have a look somewhere else. Leave it floating around in the back of your computer. After about an hour, it starts punching up even cheaper flights again. It's happened twice today to me. The best one was, bear in mind this for four of us, was about 1,300 to 1,350, something like that. That was for the three adults and a kid. My kids keep growing now, they're costing me more every year. So I think it would pay you quite well to have a look on that site. So after you've gone there, you're on your way to Thailand. Don't bother packing too much in the way of clothes. If you're going in our winter, up country, it can get quite cold, down to as little as 8 degrees. I've been there and I didn't have a flipping coat or anything. It was awful. Warmed up after 4 days. We're back to normal. So I'd take a hoodie and pair of jeans at the very least. Okay, so you're on your way out. Now, you're talking 12, even 14 hours in the air, so get pressure socks. You don't have to be as old as me to worry about things like that, but stick a pair of pressure socks on, a pair of sandals for the flight, or trainers. Pair of cargos is always a good idea. Plenty of pockets in cargo trousers, and you've got, you can stick all your bits and bobs handy in your pockets, passport, etc. Shirt and a thin hoodie is always a good idea. Temperature gets quite low in the plane once they knock the lights down. They tell everybody to go to sleep. Neck pillow, obviously. If you're on a stopover, don't worry about any meds that you've got to carry. I carry and need to take medication that's actually illegal in a lot of the Arab countries, but it's quite safe to take with you because you're in transit. You're covered by different laws. But having said that, a lot of these meds these days are a bit iffy in Thailand. But if you take your prescription with you and no more than a month's supply, you're fine. You're covered. It's acceptable. Okay, so you've got your flight, you've got your ticket. You get to the airport, Bangkok International. If you're on a package deal, your taxi will be pre-booked. There is a stall as you come out of the doors once you pick your luggage up. I think it's over to the right-hand side. And if you go there and speak to the people, they'll sort taxis out. I'll tell you when the taxi will come. They seem to have all the information. I'm not quite sure how they work it, but it's always worked for us. If you haven't pre-booked it and you want to get your taxi from there, get a taxi meter. They're green and yellow, and they go on the meter. Make sure the meter goes on. If you refuse to put the meter on, says, "Oh, I do fixed price," just say, "No, put the meter on," and they'll do it. Again, if you're on TripAdvisor, you'll get some reasonable hotels. But we used, oh golly, what was it called? I'll come back to it. Get to your hotel. If you're arriving late in the evening or something like that, it's worth spending the first night in Bangkok. And there's a lot of little family-owned hotels near the airport, and they're nice and clean. They're basic, and most of the point they're cheap. So once you've done that, next morning you want to get to let's just say you're going to Pattaya. If you're a single guy going out there, the old saying, good boys go to heaven, bad boys go to Pattaya. But it's a beautiful place. It's okay for a family as well these days. Okay, so get a taxi meter and ask him to take you to the aircon bus station. And remember to say cap, please. Little bits of Thai are going to come up in the next blog, so it's worth watching that one as well. Once you get to the bus station, go and buy your ticket. It'll tell you where your bus is leaving from. The stands are all numbered. They're all air-conditioned buses with curtains, toilets. Some of them have soft drink facilities, but not all of them. So take a couple of bottles of water or whatever onto the bus with you. Sure. Get your bus. If you're going far north, I should say, if you're going to Udon or up to Chiang Mai, there is a train service. It's not the fastest in the world, but if you go first class, which is very cheap, it's really comfortable, and there's good sleepers on it as well. So you can bear that in mind. Again, once you get to the other end, let's just pretend you're going to Pattaya. There's taxi meters available. If you go in as a crowd and you've got loads of luggage, there's pickups that are there, and they'll take you into Pattaya on a fixed price again. And you can stick all your suitcases in the back of the pickup. It's quite safe while you're on the move. And usually the weight of a lot of travellers going there, nobody's going to pick it up and run away with your case anyway. So you go into Pattaya. You need to find a hotel. So very often the taxi drivers will say, "Oh, I know a good hotel," and he'll get a kickback out of it, you see. But most of the time they are good hotels. They're fine. They're all very, very similar in the layout and the furnishings and everything else. If you're deciding to go again to Pattaya, what I suggest you ask your taxi driver to do is go to find Mike Shopping Mall, and that's on Beach Road, and there's ask him to go to the other side, and you can go through the car park, the underground car park, through the market, and directly opposite is a street called Soy Diana. On the corner there's a hotel called the Diana, I think it's called the Diana Hotel. There's also the Diana Coffee Shop, which is a great place to go for your breakfast. But up in Soy Diana, there's a lot of hotels. They're all B&Bs mainly. They're king-size beds, coffee facilities, and a fridge, little balcony, which really you don't want to fall out of, so I wouldn't bother going out there. But again, they're all of a sameness. If you can get a room there, you're pretty much central. You're close to the beach. Mike Shopping Mall is a great landmark, so you don't get lost and it's easy to find your way back and everything else. So just a suggestion. When you get to your hotel, they might ask for your passport. You can give them the details, but don't let them keep it. This is why I always take about half a dozen photocopies of my passport with me. And you have to fill in a police card as well. So get that done. Okay, get your first night in, and that hotel might do a buffet breakfast. Now, some hotels do a order off the menu breakfast. It's up to you. But if you find a buffet breakfast place, you can stoke up for so little money. I think the last time I was there, it was about £2.50 a ticket, and literally you eat as much as you can. It's eggs, bacon, and toast, and they haven't got around to doing fried bread yet. If you ask for toast in Thailand, it comes back as warm bread. The Thais don't approve of burnt or over toasted things. They say it's not healthy for you. But if you explain to them you want it a little bit down, they might understand. Again, if it's buffet breakfast, there's usually one of these big automated toasters there, so just jack it up a bit and do it the way you want it. Now then, I should say that one thing I would recommend, even before you take the plane out, is buy some Imodium and some Imodium Plus. Now, you won't be drinking the water there if you've got, it's not the tap water. If you've got any sense, you'll leave the tap water alone. It's heavily chlorinated, and it's not even very pleasant to brush your teeth in, actually. So bottled water all the time. It's very, very cheap there. It's good quality. So don't worry so much about that. If you want ice in your drinks in the bars, make sure it's got a hole in it, and that way you know it's come from, it's for drinks. So that's your basics about getting to Thailand. But the situation in Thailand as it is now, we don't get a decent rate of exchange. So when you get over there, don't change too much money in the airport. Just change what you need to pay your taxi out. You know, about 100 quid is going to get you to your hotel. And look for the normal money changing places. Then there's lots and lots of them everywhere. If you go down, if you stay in inside Diana, you go down to I think it's a number 1 road, I think, on the way towards the beach, on the way towards Mike's shopping mall, turn left. There's a place there, it'll give you, it'll change money for you. But in Mike's shopping mall, and it's under one of the escalators on the ground floor, you get a very, very good rate there. Usually a 1 or 2 few bob, if you like, more than you get in the other places. I always found that Mike's shopping mall was a good place to change your money. Good place to do shopping as well. And also it's a good place to get an idea of prices, so that when you hit the market or the beach sellers come along, you know roughly where you want to be before you buy something. So that's about it for getting to Thailand, I think. That site I was trying to think of where I found the hotel was booking.com. We found a little hotel on the outskirts of the airport. We had two king size rooms, and Jason and I had one, and Dream and Ned had the other one, and we had breakfast. We had supper. We ordered KFC. They deliver over there, and actually you get much more than you get here at about half the price. That was our supper. In the morning we just had coffee and toast. There was Thai food available, but again much too spicy for me. So it was a very basic hotel, and for the one night for the 4 of us, I think, if I remember rightly, it came to about 33 quid, which is not to be moaned about. Okay, so if you found this little video helpful, hit the like button. Any comments you've got to make, that's great, and hit all the other buttons as well. And once you've subscribed, the next one, which I'm going to record in any second now, will come up automatically. Have a look at that. It's what am I going to do next? Let's just have a look. It's a little bit of polite Thai that's very handy to know. So okay, so I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. And before I go, can I just say thank you to everybody in America and Canada that's been watching one of the videos, Batella Banga, because the rate's really gone up, so I really appreciate it. And obviously the Batella Banga is well liked over here, and if it's well liked in America and Canada, that makes me very happy. So okay, bye for now from the Be Maris Echo, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.